Welcome back to Meg's Mysteries. This story is called Neptune's Treasure. What the sea gives, it always takes back. Like the rolling of the waves, it washes up the treasures of the deep and then takes them back again and again. So lies Neptune's treasure below the dark, deep blue sea, only for him to know and for you to seek. It was the summer of the 65. We were young and didn't have a care in the world. My family lived on the shores of the Outer Banks of the Carolinas. Until this day, my sisters and I remember it fondly, how we grew up happy, healthy, and free. Moonlight, stardust, sky blue, and me, Seashell. Moonlight with her dark hair and dark eyes. Sky blue with her blue eyes like the sky. Stardust with her golden hair that looked like it was kissed by the golden stardust. And my name, Seashell, Shelley they call me, with my sandy hair and beautiful blue, sea blue eyes. Some people thought our names were crazy, but we loved them, like we love nature and all she can give you. Yes, our parents were weird, old hippies, great and wonderful free spirits. It was the 60s and the time of love and peace. We all lived on the beach with other families, sold shells and homemade things, artwork. We had the time of our lives. Back then we moved like gypsies, free and easy, moving with the seasons. Winter inland, summers on the beach. I was the youngest, only 6 years old, and my job was to find the most beautiful shells the sea had to offer us. Mama would say, "The sea will give us all we need. Take only some and respect her. Thank her, and she will supply us with her treasures." All I knew was I was having the time of my life. One morning we were all combing the beach for our treasures, like we would call our finds. Mama made jewelry and artwork. Dad worked on a fishing boat, and he also took a tourist. Life was wonderful. I went off by myself and was kicking around the sand, and I found a large conch shell, buried deep, just a little part sticking out. So I dug it up with my toes. It was a perfect shell, colorful, pink, yellow, and a touch of orange. I moved it around a little and saw inside a golden gleam. I went and washed it off in the ocean. Then I pulled out a golden chain. A jeweled necklace was caught inside the shell. I knew hermit crabs made their homes in the conch shells. Maybe one hid this treasure inside. Maybe it was a treasure from Neptune himself. My child's imagination was going wild with the story. I ran and showed it to my sisters and my mother. She said, "It's very old, and it's real gold, and real jewels. Who knows where it came from?" When Dad came home, he said the same thing. "What a find, a real buried treasure." Then they took it to an antique dealer they knew, Mr. Mosley. Maybe he can tell us more or take it to the museum. So they did, and Mr. Mosley knew all about the areas and its legends of shipwrecks that went down with their treasures. The museum was also helpful. Many ships went down in the Outer Banks, which is known as the ship's graveyard. We found out from the records that the necklace was on a cargo list on a ship called the Treasures of the Sea in the 1800s. It was part of a treasure, a wedding gift for a wealthy lord's intended bride. He was heading for the New World. He and his treasures went down with the ship to an early grave at the bottom of the sea. Who knows where she lies with the rest of her treasures? Only the sea knows, and it's not telling. I was only a kid and heard them talking, but I was more interested in the shell I found. Remember when you were a kid and you put the shell up to your ear? It made the sounds of the ocean. Well, this shell actually talked to me. It said, "Come down to the sea with me, and I'll give you more treasures than you can carry away. Come out and see, down to the bottom of the deep blue sea." Now you all must think this is a crazy kid stuff, But kids do believe in mermaids and other mystical creatures, and the legend of Neptune and his mermen and mermaids, and the creatures of the sea. Present day. So my dreams of treasures are still coming to me even now. So now my sisters and I went in search of the treasure. I still have the same dreams, and I keep the shell all these years. We made a business together, the Mermaids treasure hunt. We are expert divers and trainers. We take out many tourists looking for adventure, hunting sea treasure. Our money came from my first find, the jeweled necklace. Our parents sold the necklace and saved the money for us. So when we got older, we opened up the business together. Proud owners of the shop and a charter boat. Mama and Dad run the store and sell what we find or make art from our treasure hunts. My sisters and I take people out on a boat and also teach diving lessons or just boat tours of the area. I give them a short history of shipwrecks and legends as a bonus. One night, like always, I put the shell to my ear. I love the sound of the ocean. But this time, just like many years ago, it sang to me the same song. Come down to the sea with me, and I'll give you more treasures than you can carry. Come with me, come out to the sea, down to the bottom of the deep blue sea. It also told me where to go. Yes, the lost shipwreck was not far from the places that we dive all the time. It was like it wanted to be found. The voices of the deep were calling out to me. So do you believe in magical creatures like mermaids and sirens who lure humans with their sweet song down to a watery grave? Or the silkies, who are sea creatures? They're seals in a form in the water, but human form on land. They come and they break the hearts of some humans who fall in love with them. When they shed their skin, they play on the beach, but some humans steal their skin and they become women or men. No human can resist them. They're so beautiful, and they want to keep them forever. That's a little selfish, don't you think? And what of King Neptune himself? Is he real? Well, I do believe it, and my sisters all agree it could be possible. The tales have been around for centuries. I told the girls of my dreams and what the shell told me, so we all agreed to go check it out. The shell gave us our first fortune. It might give us more. So it's luring us to our death? What do you think? Is King Neptune and his army calling us out to join him? The dive. It was a perfect summer's day when we sailed out to find the ship, the treasures of the sea. It was reported to be wrecked here in the Outer Banks, where we all lived all our lives. We dove many times in this area, but it was never found. But by my magical luck, the shell was telling us where to go. So Stardust and Sky Blue and I dove down, and the voices were calling us. Moonlight stayed on the boat, waiting for us to return, praying for our return, hoping we were not being lured to our deaths and not joining the sea creatures of the deep. I heard the songs as soon as I hit the water. They sang out to me and my sisters. Come follow our song. It will not be long. A treasure awaits to those who believe in their fates. It also said, we know of your respect of the sea, since you all were young. Now hear us sing our song of the sea, and your treasure hunt will be done. I swear I caught a glimpse of the mermaid, and we followed them down to the bottom, where there were caves and sea creatures lived. The ship was well hidden, but the mermaid went into the hull of a large opening. We followed, and she smiled. Then she vanished, but first she pointed down to the treasure. We only took one dive, and we retrieved some, but we left many pieces there. Not to be greedy. We were taught to respect the ocean, and she'll give up some, but be greedy and you'll get none. That was part of an old poem that Mama used to tell us, called the Mermaids song. As we went up, I saw through the corner of my eye King Neptune himself with his mermaids, brides, with a smile and a nod, and then they were gone. The ocean can play tricks on one, but I have a feeling it was real. I guess we were blessed, but at what cost? That night in my dreams they came to me again. Someday far away you'll come to the sea. A home for you will always be. What do you think that means? Maybe I'll become one with the sea? A mermaid's life, will it be? Will that be the price for all the treasures they gave us today? Do you believe it? We will see. I hope you enjoyed this story. Was it a myth or magic? Are the stories of mermaids and King Neptune and all other sea creatures real? Are they monsters or they just our dreams? What do you believe? Leave a comment. We love to hear what you think. Until next time, come back for more mystery, monsters, and myths and magic on Meg's Mysteries. For more info on the legends of the Selkies, check out Forensic Mystics Cassie. She has another channel called Tales Told in the Dark. You have to check these out. They are wonderful. Until next time, enjoy your evening.